Hello, Leo, Sun, Rising, and Venus, and welcome to your reading. So, Leo, today we're going to go over your energy as well as your person's energy. We're going to see how the both of you are currently viewing this relationship and how you guys feel about it and what actions you guys plan on taking each other's direction. And we're moving forward. Ooh, so with all of that being said, let's get started. You have someone from your past that's, keeping tabs on you, regardless if you're consciously aware of it or not. For some of you, you might suspect and or feel and sense that this person's still kind of keeping tabs on you. They definitely are. You got somebody here that's definitely keeping tabs on you. When it comes down to you, though, I feel like you're practicing the whole, like, out of sight, out of mind. You're not really paying this individual attention whatsoever. You're just very, very focused on yourself right now is basically what I'm getting. So while you're over here hyper focused on yourself, you got someone from your past that's very, very hyper focused on you. You have become this person's biggest distraction is what I'm gathering. But let's focus on you first and we'll jump over to your person. Just keep in mind that the roles can be reversed. How does Leo currently view this relationship? So we do have the Justice card, we have the Ten of Swords, and then we also have the Wheel of Fortune. You could have been the one to get up and walk away from this connection. If so, with the Justice card to the Wheel of Fortune, you feel like you made the right decision. If this person decided to get up and walk away from you, I do see you instantly respecting that. And deciding to not fight to keep this person in your life. It's like you're looking at this person's decision like they did you a favor. Okay, cool. How does this person currently view this relationship? Interesting. If this person got up and walked away from you, between you and I feel like this person is secretly expecting for you to run after them. Yeah. Yep, I said it. If this person got up and walked away from you, they are secretly expecting for you to run after them, because that's going to show them if you really do love them and care about them and you're serious about them. Unfortunately for this human, I just don't see you doing that. Like, if this person got up and walked away from you, I just see you instantly respecting that and kind of looking at it like from the lens of, you know what? It is what it is. This person did me a favor. Or you're looking at the situation through the lens of, you know what? It is what it is. Everything in life happens for a reason. I guess it just wasn't meant to be. More of the story is, homie, I don't see you running after this person. But they're really hoping that you do. They're really hoping that you do. Now, if you were the one that decided to get up and walk away from this person, I do see you sticking to your guns, but I do see this person secretly, like, hoping and waiting for you to, like, have this all of a sudden change of heart and run after them. But I just don't see you doing that, okay? How does Leo currently feel? All right, let's see. So we have the Ace of Swords, we got the Five of Wands, and then we also have the Page of Wands. Okay. With the Page of Wands coming out here, that basically represents somebody who's on the receiving end of some sort of news/communication. I do believe you're receiving communication here from this person. There's something about you being confused, though. Like, the moment this person contacts you, there's just something, I don't know what it is that this person's saying that's confusing the hell out of you or what the case may be, but let me look at this person first, see what the heck is going on. How does this person currently feel? Ooh. Okay. Look, dude. Look, listen. Just listen. Just hear me out. If this person got up and walked away from you, and the fact that you have yet to run after them, you know what I mean? They're kind of looking at you, Leo, like, the audacity of you, Leo, to not run after me. There's going to come a point in time where this person over here will essentially break their silence. They will essentially break their silence, but it's something, there's just something that this person is telling you that's confusing the hell out of you. Like, how do I explain this? Like, I'm not saying that this is what this person is going to say word for word, so just keep that in mind. But this person is telling you something that's causing you to kind of look at them like they have 10 heads. Like, I'm sorry, like, why are you mad at me? Like, you decided to get up and walk away from me. Why the hell are you mad at me? You know what I mean? Like, I don't understand. Like, why the hell are you mad at me? Um, well, I mean, I feel like this person's mad at you because you didn't run after them. You know, I'm sorry, but you didn't run after them. The point is, Leo, is that you were supposed to run after them and you didn't do that. You know what I mean? You didn't freaking do that. You know what I mean? The audacity of you, Leo, to not run after this person. How dare you not run after this person? But that's why they're mad. But yeah, that's kind of what I'm gathering, is just an energy of them resurfacing back up here for you out of the blue. And it's just something that this person is telling you that kind of has you looking at them like they have 10 heads. Like, I don't understand. Wait a minute. Why are you mad at me? You're the one that broke up with me. You're the one that got up and walked away from me. You're the one that stopped talking to me. Like, why are you mad at me? Like, you should be mad at yourself. Like, why are you mad at me? I didn't do anything. Why are you mad at me? You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. This person kind of comes off to me as a type of person that likes to like test people. You know what I mean? And you failed. Sorry, Leo, you failed this test of theirs. Like, this was their way of testing you. Okay, Leo, this was their way of testing you. They were testing you to see if you cared enough about them to run after them, and you failed, homie. Like, you absolutely failed. And I get it. You don't got time for games. I understand that. I respect that. But yeah, you failed. You failed. You know, you were supposed to run after them, and you know, it just kind of looks like you didn't get the hint, the memo. You just didn't get it. You know what I mean? You just instantly turn around and respect the fact that this person wanted nothing to do with you. You know what I mean? That's not what they wanted. You know, that's not what this human wanted. Sorry, Leo, that's just not what they wanted. It's just not what they wanted. I just kind of see this person kind of coming at you sideways. Like, so, you know, why didn't you call me, Leo? Why didn't you call me? Why didn't you text me? Why didn't you run after me, Leo? Why didn't you do that? And I think that's like where the confusion is starting to kind of kick in on your behalf. You're just like, well, what the hell? Like, why would I run after you? You say you didn't want anything to do with me. Like, why would I run after you? You know, at least I respect how you feel, damn it. You know what I mean? Don't say that to them, please, because you're just going to add fuel to the fire. Don't say that to them. I take that back. I should have never said that. Don't say that to them. But, Jesus, don't freaking sit there and tell this person, well, at least, you know, I'm a man or a woman that respects how you feel. Like, don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. Let's not do that. We have the Seven of Cups. We got the Knight of Wands. And then we also have the King of Wands. At the bottom of the deck, we do have the Three of Swords. And then we also have the Five of Swords. I mean, I get it. You know, I get it. Like, listen, I just kind of feel like you're not here to play games. You know what I mean? Like, you're not here to play these little games, these little childish games, because that's how you're looking at this person. Somebody's like playing like childish games with you. Like, you're not here for all that. You're not here for all of that. And you just kind of feel like this person is like, you know, playing these like childish games with you, and you're just not here for that. You know what I mean? Like, at the end of the day, you want somebody that you could build and, you know, establish a life with. You know, somebody who's not going to walk into your life and play all these little games with you, you know, and test you left and right. You know what I mean? Like, you're just not here for all of that. You're not here for all of that. But I do see y'all bickering back and forth. That's one thing that I will say. I do see you guys bickering back and forth and making valid points, you know what I mean, to this person. I am definitely getting that. I mean, you got a point. I mean, nobody could argue with you on this. Like, if their whole MO was to see if you love them, see if you care about them, see if you're serious about them, like, there's other ways to go about this. You know what I mean? Like, if this person was having doubts you know, when it came down to you not really loving them, caring about them, or being serious about them, that's just a conversation this person should have just had with you and just took up with you, instead of, I guess, making you jump through hoops of fire. You know what I mean? So, I mean, you got valid points. Ain't nobody could argue with you on that. You know what I mean? Like, this person could have went about this entire situation differently, and I do see you pointing that out to them. Like, you know, you could have went about this differently, but you chose to do this instead. So, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. You know what I mean? Listen, I think that you are open and receptive towards accepting this person back into your life. I am getting that. However, these little games of, you know, them testing you, making you jump through hoops of fire and stuff like that, like, you're just not with it. You're not with it. You're not with it. You're just not with it. Okay. Ooh. Okay. So we have this is a very fascinating couple right here. The King to the Queen of Swords to the King to the Queen of Wands. That's a very fascinating couple right there. I don't think I've seen this pair before. I'm trying to, like, envision how the two of you are like in person. You know, there's a big difference between the two of you. Y'all have a lot of things in common with one another. Let's just focus on the fact that y'all showed up as the King and the Queen of Swords. The King of Swords and the Queen of Swords are two people who have been through a lot in previous relationships, making it very, very hard for the two of you to be vulnerable with people and fully trust people, given everything that y'all both have been through, right? Now, with all of that being said, the difference between the two of you is this. You don't allow past experiences and traumas that you've experienced due to other people and the shit that they've put you through to affect you within your next relationship like they do. Hence why this person feels like they gotta test you. Hence why this person feels like they have to, like, make you jump through hoops of fire to prove your love and loyalty and X, Y, and Z to them. You know? So that's, you guys are very similar in a way, but very, very different in a way. I am definitely can I just say something real quick? Let me just say something really quickly. Y'all are showing up also too as the King and the Queen of Wands. How do I explain this to you, Leo? And I know when I say this, you're going to be like, no, Milagros, I'm never going to let it get to that point. I'm never going to do that. But, you know, I'm just telling you what I see, you know? I feel like you have your, non-negotiables, right? When it comes down to what you're willing to tolerate and what you're not willing to tolerate when it comes down to a person. Now, just hear me out. I know you're going to disagree with me. I know it, because I know that you are, but just hear me out, okay? When it comes down to this person that you're connecting with, dude, I'm gonna be honest. I see you putting up with things that, yeah, I just see you putting up with things that you wouldn't typically put up with had they been anybody else. And I know. I hear you. I can hear you from a mile away. I know you're probably over there saying, no, Milagros, that's never gonna fucking happen. I'm not gonna go for this. I'm not gonna go for that. I'm not gonna deal with this. I ain't gonna deal with that. I know. But do I see you doing it? Absolutely. Absolutely. You want to know why? Because, and I know you're gonna disagree with me. I get it, and I will accept that. But the King of Wands always has a massive hold on the Queen of Wands, and the Queen of Wands always has a massive hold on the King of Wands. It's just a known fact. Okay, it's just a known fact. Okay, I'm sorry. And I know you're just like, nah. Oh, no. Like, I will never let it get to this point. I will never tolerate this, that, and the third. I hear you, you know, but do I see you putting up with this, that, and the third, either which way? Yes, I do. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. I do. I do. I do. And I get it. You're probably going to disagree with me on that. You're going to say, no, like, nope, I'm not going to deal with this. I ain't going to deal with that. I mean, between you and I, technically speaking, you're already kind of doing that. You're already kind of going against one of your non-negotiables, right? Which is, I ain't trying to deal with anybody who's trying to play these little games with me. Remember, when we pulled this energy for you, we did see you being open and receptive towards picking up where you left off with them and continuing to invest more time and energy towards them in this relationship because you really like them. So you already, technically speaking, you know what I mean, going against one of your non-negotiables, right? You're already doing it. You already doing it. You're already doing it. You know what I mean? The thing with the King and the Queen of Wands is that these two have one another wrapped around each other's fingers. It's not even freaking funny. It's not even funny. So I know, you know, you're probably like, no, the only reason why I'm giving them another chance is because, you know, whatever the hell you're telling yourself, you know what I mean? Like, you know, it's just because, like, we're human, you know, and we're going to make mistakes. It's like, yeah, you're going to be telling yourself that a lot, you know, by the millionth of time, you know, that this person has, you know, went against something that you will never freaking tolerate and or put up with. You won't sit there and tell yourself the same, but we're just human, you know, we're not perfect. We're going to make mistakes, you know what I mean? Yeah. And I know. You're probably saying, no, that's never going to happen. I'm not going to deal with this. I ain't going to deal with that. You're going, yeah, yeah. Yeah, listen, the King and the Queen of Wands, when these two get together, they tend to experience an experience with one another that they've never actually experienced before. I don't know. I mean, I typically look at the King and the Queen of Wands as like a twin flame connection. But anyways, when these two meet one another, oh my God, it's like they tend to experience an experience with one another that they've never experienced before with anybody else. And that's what makes their relationship so unique and so rare. But that's the same thing that causes these two to constantly run back to one another time and 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 time again. You know what I mean? So yeah, then there's that, right? Then there's that. But at the bottom of the deck, we do have the Queen of Cups, we have the Empress, we also have the Eight of Cups, and then we also have the Four of Swords, so the Knight of Swords, and then we also have the World. I don't know if this is somebody that you used to deal with or somebody that your person used to essentially deal with, but I do feel like someone from either your past or their past is going to find out that you're essentially moving forward and moving on with your life, or your person's essentially moving forward and moving on you know, with their life is basically what I'm getting. Somebody's moving forward and moving on with their life. And someone's ex is finding out about that. Yeah, someone's ex is finding out about it, is basically what I'm gathering. Someone's ex is finding out about it. Could be yours, though. Or it could be theirs. We have the Magician. We have the Hierophant to the Four of Cups. Yeah, well. I don't know if this is your ex or your person's ex. That's my thing. That I don't know. But I feel like either your ex is going to find out you're involved with this one over here, or this one's ex is going to find out that they're involved with you. I just kind of feel like someone's ex is still very much so hung up on them. It's basically what I'm getting. So maybe you have an ex that's hung up on you, you know what I mean? And you're moving forward and moving on with your life, you know what I mean? Or maybe they have an ex that's hung up on them and they're finding out about you, you know what I mean? Either which way, somebody's ex is keeping tabs on either you or your person in some way, shape, or form. In some way, shape, or form. Yeah, in some way, shape, or form. I feel like this person's going to be so hurt and devastated to know that the person that they were still hung up on and in love with is officially moving forward and moving on with their life. So maybe your ex is going to be extremely devastated and heartbroken to know you're dealing with the Queen of Wands now. Or maybe their ex is going to be extremely hurt and devastated to find out that they're dealing with you now. But somebody's ex is going to be like heartbroken and devastated to find out about this connection is basically what I'm gathering. But yeah, that's what I have for you, Leo. Hopefully the reading helped. Hopefully it resonated. And I will see you guys in your next reading. Bye.